everybody. Well, it's the start of our show. Now, my next guest is a broadcaster, and you've heard him here in Boston on the radio. He's currently a judge on community auditions. Please welcome to the show, J.J. Wright.
Hey, you know that. They're rocking the house, man. Whoa. Can I take them home?
Yeah. JJ, welcome to late night television
Thank
here
you.
in Boston.
Pleasure
We're
to be
happy
here.
to have you here.
Thank you.
I remember listening to you on KISS in the afternoon show growing up. In fact, you've been doing radio in Boston now
Way too long.
for 40 years. Now, before we get into the radio stuff,
Yes.
I do want to talk about community auditions. You are a judge. I saw you on TV the other night.
I'm a judge, yes.
And Joyce Kilhaywick is on the show. She kind of plays the mean judge.
She's the real judge. She's the real critic.
The critic.
Yeah,
But you're nice
we're
to
just
these
critic
people.
wannabes. Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. And during your years, there's been some people that have gone on to do great things,
Yeah,
right?
one can testify. The lady that won last year, who won the Star of the Day, she went on to become a contestant on The Voice and went really far.
Oh, wow.
Can't think of her name, though, but she did really well.
She's doing good. Some people that were in Hollywood have been on the show as kids, and you can see
Right.
the clips if you go online and you look for that.
Yeah, it's
so
been around for a long time.
a great-
Emmy award-winning show.
Yeah, it's a staple. Yeah, they just won 2 Emmys. How about that, community audition? Now, JJ, let's talk about back in the 70s, you were in Louisville, Kentucky. You're a
Kentucky.
Cardinals fan?
Cardinals fan, yep. And growing up in Louisville, I've never gone to the Kentucky Derby, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And, now my
Been to
dad-
Churchill Downs a million times.
My
but
dad
never on
told me
Derby
that
Day.
it was Louisville. Is
Louisville.
that- Louisville.
Yeah.
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 And people that
Baseball
say,
bats and bourbon.
yeah, Louisville.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Now, what happened to bring you from Louisville to Boston?
I got a phone call one night when I was on the air in Louisville at a station down there, and a guy says, "Hey, we really like your style. We got a tape of you. You think you might want to come to Boston and work?" Louisville, Boston, this amount of money, this amount of money. So 2 weeks later, packed up my little Nissan station wagon and drove to Boston.
And you went from like the 49th
I think it
market
was
to
like
the 10th
40
market,
and the 10th
right?
market at the time.
So it was a big jump for you.
a huge jump.
What did your family think about this with you leaving?
They didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
She still wants me to come home. Well, now that you've, been up there and you're kind of retired, you think about coming back home? I don't think so. Can I have your house when you're dead? No. No. Leave the comedy to comedians, right? Okay, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently, there's none on stage, so we're in trouble. Now, you've worked at RKO and KISS.
I came up here with RKO, the Big 68, back in the 70s. Then when KISS 108 went on the air in 1979, I was one of the original DJs. Stayed there for 20 years till they got tired of me.
Yeah.
And left there and went over to 105.7 WROR, and then went to 103.3 Oldies.
So a lot of the broadcasters and radio DJs that we've had on the show, you've worked with the majority of these people.
Yeah.
In fact, one of them that you worked with, who I haven't seen in a while, and I grew up listening to him on Channel 56.
Let me guess. Hi, Ma! Dale Dorman,
Yes.
right? Yes.
Uncle Dale.
Uncle Dale.
And he used to introduce the shows like the Brady Bunch and stuff. And of
Yep.
course, when you're a kid and you're watching TV,
Right.
you hear it every day and you think he's part of the family.
Yeah.
Now, where is Uncle Dale? We haven't seen him in a while.
He's sitting back enjoying life.
Retired now? Yeah.
Retired, yeah, like the rest of us.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll have to find him.
In other
bring
words,
him over
retired.
here.
They won't hire us anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, listen, you're always welcome to do voiceovers for the Steve Katsos show.
Well, I
How
thought.
about that?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Steve Katsos.
You're hired.
Yeah, there we go.
Jim, you're fired. That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, that's my thing. I do it. I'm into voiceover work.
Yeah, you're doing voiceover work now, and you have in your house what's
I have
called
my own
a
studio,
whisper room?
a whisper room.
Yeah, what does this mean?
It's a little small room, and I can get in, and it blocks out all the noise around. It's an audio booth. Blocks out all the outside noise.
Yeah.
Or if I'm having a bad day and I want to scream at someone on the telephone, I can go in there. Nobody can hear me. So,
And you're also getting into acting as well.
and to acting, yep, as well. I've mostly doing extra and background work because there's a lot of production going on in Boston.
Oh yeah, the movie scene is booming here. We know that.
Because I'm earning my stripes. And when you earn your stripes, you got to be a background actor. I did have a speaking role in one movie, though.
What was it?
It's a David O. Russell film, which is going to be released on Christmas Day.
Oh, wow.
And I play a divorce attorney. And I got a speaking role. One line. opposite Bradley Cooper. But I can't talk about it because...
But you just did.
well, okay.
And in 15 million homes. So. That's fine.
Oh, well.
Don't worry, he won't sue us.
But funny thing is, it's the movie's set in the 70s, and when they cast me for the role, they wanted me to like grow all this hair. I had a big full beard going, and whatever was left of my afro, because in the 70s they were going to cut it down like the sideburns or the Fu Manchu or whatever. So the day of the shooting, I went to makeup and wardrobe, and David O. Russell, the director, says, they said, well, what do you want to do with the hair? He looked at me and take it all off. So they shaved it all off. And that's in the morning. So when we went to the set for the scene later on in the day, I walk into the set and he looks up, where's the beard? And the makeup artist said, you said shave it off. Okay. But it's growing back now. So.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on getting into the movies now.
Yes.
Maybe we can work together in the future when I get a big part in one of these Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
You have a Facebook page and a website now, so if people want to hire you to do voiceovers, kind of like we want you to do some for us.
They can go to my website.
No, but if they want to pay you to do it, you have your own website. What is it?
It's hard now, write this down.
Yeah.
JJWright.com. Yeah, easy. And on Facebook, I noticed that you sent a friend request from my personal page.
You accepted, thank God.
I had to bump somebody off to make room for you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just between you and us, who did you bump off?
I have no idea.
Okay.
One of my stalkers. Yeah, I guess.
Well, we're friends now. Maybe we can get you to do a voiceover for our anniversary show.
Okay.
What do you guys think about
There
that?
you go.
We'll talk after the show.
There you go.
Listen, we thank you for coming. You've
Pleasure
been a
to be
staple here in Boston
Thank
for
you.
40 years. It's great to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. JJ.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.